Living Emunah by Rabbi David Asher, part 43. Everything Hashem does is good. The Gemara Berachot 60b teaches a person should always accustom himself to say, everything that Hashem does is for the best. It is not natural to respond to unfortunate events by saying that they are actually good. And the Gemara therefore teaches that we must train ourselves to say this and react this way to our experiences. The first and most crucial step to achieve this goal is to realize that everything that happens is brought about by Hashem. The Ben Yehuda commentary notes that the Gemara instructs us to react this way, always. We must recognize Hashem not only in the unusual, dramatic events, but even in the ordinary, day-to-day occurrences that appear perfectly normal and natural. Even these are caused directly by Hashem. As previously noted, the Gemara tells the Rabbi Akiva, who was traveling and requested lodging in a certain town. Not one person in the town granted his request. Still, Rabbi Akiva declared that even though he was forced to spend the night in the woods, this was for the best. At first glance, one might wonder, what does this have to do with Hashem? Each person in the town decided on his own not to let Rabbi Akiva in. It was their decision, not Hashem's. Rabbi Akiva recognized that this is not the case. Even when people say, no, this too is from Hashem. When a cat came and ate Rabbi Akiva's roasted that night, he realized that this seemingly natural occurrence was also from Hashem. That the cat had no way of touching his roast unless this was willed by Hashem. And if it was willed by Hashem, then it must be the best thing. This statement in the Gemara is not disputed by any Tana or Amora. There is no dispute among the Rishonim concerning this halakha, and it is codified by the Shulchan Aruch. In fact, the Ramban in his commentary to the Mishnah writes about this teaching that any intelligent person could have figured out on his own that everything Hashem does is for the best. Therefore, the agreed upon response in all situations, according to all authorities, is to feel that everything Hashem does is good. Rabbi Moshe Scherer related that when he was very young, he once came down with a very severe illness and was running a high fever. His mother obtained a prescription for the medication he needed, but she could not afford it. She got together all the money she had and ran to the pharmacist, hoping he would give her the medication even though she could not pay for the price. The pharmacist assistant was running the shop, and she tearfully explained to him that she could not afford the medicine, but was bringing him all the money she had. The assistant graciously agreed to fill the prescription, and so he prepared the bottle, gave it to her, and took the money. The woman was so frantic that she ran toward her home, and along the way she tripped and dropped the bottle. It fell to the ground and shattered, spilling the medicine on the pavement. The woman was heartbroken. She thought this was it. There was no longer any possibility to saving her son. She picked up the broken pieces of glass and returned to the pharmacy. This time, the head pharmacist was present, filling prescriptions. With tears running down her face, she explained to him what had happened. He warmly assured her that he would give her the medicine she needed at no extra charge. He took the broken pieces of glass and smelled them to determine what medication the bottle had contained. "Oh, you must have had angels protecting you today," the pharmacist said. "It seems my assistant had given you the wrong medication. This could have seriously endangered your child." When the bottle broke, the woman thought that her very worst nightmare had come true and her son would die. In the end, it turned out that her son was saved. Rabbi Scherer said that his mother told him this story and emphasized that this was a lesson for life. When things happen that seem bad, horrifically bad, we must believe that they are really good. In truth, even the assistant's mistake was from Hashem, but it is likely that Hashem makes such incidents happen specifically to teach us this lesson of that even when a situation appears devastating, it is actually a blessing in disguise. We must believe that even when we face difficult and dear situations, it is really for the best and a great blessing from Hashem.